Obviously, I don't want to say you had a soft start to international rugby, but this will sort of be your biggest challenge so far, you know, not to take anything away from Wales and Edwill and stuff like that. But does this one feel a bit more of a bigger occasion for you? And are you really excited to have this game at Ellis Park?
Definitely. I think firstly, Ellis Park is one of my favourite stadiums of all time, right next to the Dining Craven in Stellenbosch. So my first game for the Springbok at Ellis Park will be very special. And then just obviously on facing Australia, it is a bit of a bigger challenge, but what I'm looking forward to. And I think just as a youngster watching the Rugby Championship, there's always a big focus on rivalry when you go into this competition. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck in and getting used to what it's like to play against them.
Edwil, you're a guy that likes to score tries, and you've scored a lot in the Springbok jersey for the amount of games you've played. Does that put a bit of extra pressure on you going forward? That that's kind of expected of you. People expect that to happen.
No, I don't think it puts any pressure on me. I think my main thing is making sure that my systems in the Springbok team, I look after that, and then obviously scoring a try is a bonus. But playing with the guys next to me who like to move the ball around helps, because I like to get the ball in space. So hopefully the try scoring can continue.
Edwil, just talk us through your path. How's it been for you to get to this particular point that you went through at the level? You're a Varsity Cup legend. You spent a fair bit of time playing. So it's clear that you had to prove yourself before you moved in.
Yeah. Sure, I think I always say I took the scenic route because it took me a long time to get here. But I think with anything in life, everything happens for a reason. And I'm kind of glad that it took this long for me to get here, so I don't take anything for granted. So yeah, I started obviously in Stellenbosch for Marty's, played there for 4 years, Varsity Cup, and then kind of struggled to break through into the Stormers system. I played here and there. And I think once I finished with Varsity Cup, I put like a full focus on wanting to play for the Stormers, and then COVID hit, so I didn't get the opportunity to really do that. And then obviously got the opportunity to come to the Lions in Joburg, something that really excited me for a fresh start. And yeah, I must say that's probably been the best move of my career, just in terms of the game time that I got. I think the time it took me to develop as a player. And yeah, obviously moving to the Sharks, something new again, something fresh, and I think it helps my career it keeps me on my toes. So yeah, looking forward to that and grateful for the journey that I've been on.
Just talk us through existing in this current batch of South African, because there was a time when, especially around 2016-17, when the position wasn't flush with players, but now when you look at the depth in the position, there are so many players who are lining up to play.
Yeah, I think it's a very good thing for South African rugby. I think we're in a very healthy position and privileged to have this amount of competition in the squad. And the nice thing is that everyone helps everyone to be their best for the Springboks. So yeah, just for me, I'm learning as much as possible and I'm trying to implement that into my game.
Sort of adding on to that level, I think quite a few people were expecting Cheslin to be named in the team for this weekend. Obviously he has a bit of a niggle and they're giving him a break. So you're stepping into quite big shoes there. Does that add a bit extra pressure, and does that also add a bit of excitement to try and justify your place there and show what you can do?
No, I don't think there's extra pressure. I think there's already, I'd say more so, there's a certain expectation when you play for the Springboks, and for me that's no different. I'm just looking to bring Edwill fully and to embrace the challenge of playing on the weekend.
Just to what Alison asked you, so the road to becoming a Springbok, and the fact that there's so much competition, do you feel as if, not adversity, but having to constantly play above your level seems to be the best out of you?
Definitely. I think always the challenge of not only becoming a Springbok but staying here is very difficult. So every day when we go onto the field for training, it's a new challenge and an opportunity to get better. I think that's where the focus for me is, whether I play on the weekend or not, is to attack every session and make sure that I improve every day, so that when the day is finished, I can look back and say today I got better, and that's where my focus is currently.
We've spoken to someone like John Marcos who scored like 4 tries here. He seemed to be missing out on that hat trick even now.
Yeah, as I said, like I think obviously scoring a try is the bonus. I'm more focused on my system in the team and making sure I implement that.
Edwil, do you mind if I ask you about the tattoo? What's its significance?
Yeah, so this I actually got when I was in Stellenbosch. I think speaking to kind of my journey, it took me a very, very long time to kind of even play professional rugby. So I had a contract and I was in the system, but I hardly played. And there was a time where I was kind of blaming my studies for not being where I wanted to be with my rugby. Saying like, obviously being a student athlete, it's taking like, why am I studying when I know I want to play rugby, but maybe studying and not always being at training affects me negatively. And then once I finished my degree, I got this tattoo to say it's a marathon, not a sprint, meaning I'm at the right place at the right time in my life, and kind of God will guide me to where I need to be at the right time. So that's why I say nothing happens just for the sake of it. Everything has a reason, and yeah, that's basically what it means.
So what the words are?
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Thank you.
Vlog is off.